want to be engaged and have a voice in issues like border security, immigration reforms, or things regarding those topics, those issues. So off the top, I'd like to know what your thoughts are on securing the border and how that should be done, and then what happens,
Okay.
Because that's a hot topic.
Not that I've never had that question before.
Right.
As I tell folks all the time, Pope John Paul II said that we were the continent of hope because we are the country that people come to to escape oppression. We're the country that people come to because they want a better life. But there is a way to come to America, and I think most of us recognize that the best way to come to America is in a way that's consistent with the rule of law. And in this moment of border terrorism, border crime, as well as illegal immigration and the cost that states in the country bear because of it, you are not serious nature of a country if you do not control the border. So I think you use a number of measures. You use a physical fence in certain places. You use an electronic virtual fence where that would work. You use additional boots on the ground. You make sure that employers who intentionally hire people that they know to be illegal, what do you do with those? I'm an old prosecutor. You prosecute. But we also have to give employers better tools so they know who should be here and who should not be here. In addition to that, quite frankly, I think it's also extremely important if we say two very, very important things. We had a conversation in this country several years ago about something that we called amnesty. And I think it's important for us to continue to say no to amnesty.
Right.
But we are going, I think the American people, and Texans in particular, when they have confidence that the national government knows how to control the border, we will move very, very rapidly to the next step, which is how do we make a movement towards citizenship. But we first have to, this is a Texas two-step, and we first have to do that first step, it's control.
So what would you do to initiate that, or how would you initiate securing the border? Would you make that a priority? And
as a Southern senator, that has to be one of the short list of things that you do because it's so extremely important.
What kind of time frame would to make something like that happen? How long does it take?
In terms of how long did you have a sense of confidence about whether you control the border or not? I mean, that's we'll just have to see how successful you are at it. But you started from day one. So in January 2013, the new senator from the state of Texas has to begin the work on that sort of with laser fashion.
So that's what I'm trying to get at, is what would that look like? What is beginning the work to make that happen?
I think the first thing is that you're going to have to appropriate dollars. Well, you have to continue the analysis that's being done by the federal government now on where those three items work best. And so obviously there's analysis that tells us that in places where one can come across the border and immediately sort of become invisible into a community, a physical fence may be helpful just to simply slow someone down. That virtual fences will be more helpful in other places. That boots along the ground will be helpful everywhere. You begin the analysis process and then the appropriation process immediately, so that you can get those assets to the right locations.
So once you determine how much it's going to cost, you have to pass a bill?
Of course. Well, you have to appropriate it. I mean, those dollars currently are not in the federal.
So do you have any idea what kind of numbers we're looking at?
I do, but I'm not ready to give them to you. We're early yet.
Yeah. I understand that. You don't want to say something. Now, recently,